Welcome back to C++ with Miyoshi. Today we're going to talk a little bit about input and using the scanf function. So if you are using the scanf, then you need to make sure that you know what type of variable you're getting. So if I have an input or an integer called var and I want to get that with my scanf, I do a scanf, open parentheses, double quote, percent sign, I double quote, comma, ampersand var. So we need to make sure we have all those things in there. The scanf says these things inside the double quote, that just says that's the data type. It's just like a placeholder in a printf. This is my data type, and again this must match my variable type. And then I have this ampersand. The ampersand is necessary, otherwise you'll get an error there. It says go to the address of var. Okay? Then we have this flush all. The flush all, what it does is it clears out what's called the buffer, and basically you need to make sure you have that after each scanf. Just make sure if you do that, then you shouldn't have too many problems with your scanfs. Float. If I have a float variable, again, it's the same kind of thing with scanf. I just have to use the proper placeholder, percent %f in this case. Again, ampersand var2. And the last one I have here showing, again, it doesn't matter whether it's a long or a double, you still use the same placeholder. A long is going to be a %li, and a double is going to be %lf. But you're probably not going to use li anyway for the longs unless you have to do that for an assignment for a class or something like that. Here we have a character variable, var3, and I do a scanf %c. Again, that's a character variable, and then I have comma, ampersand, var3. Now, we use con.io in my class, and I've used that forever. The con.io is for the console input-output, and it's just for Windows programming. And if you do Windows programming, or if you do programming for Microsoft stuff, and you're doing console programming, you can also use the scanf_s. And the scanf_s is supposed to be a little bit safer, and that's how you can remember with the _s. And so what you can do there, it's just got one other thing. It's got this comma 1. That's because it tells you how many characters you can grab to get that C. So it's gonna just grab my one character, put it into my var. Oops, that should be var3. It's gonna stick it into var3. Just that one character goes in there, %c again. Okay, and again, we want to use flush all after all our scanfs, whether scanf or scanf_s. So if you get that little, if you're working on doing some Windows programming in Visual Studios, you can then use that scanf_s, and that will get rid of some errors or some warnings for you. Okay. Also in con.io for our Windows console programming, you can use this getch. Getch is just waits for a character, and this is getting a character in without having to hit the enter key. So whatever character I get in there, it'll come in with getch, or an underscore getch. Either of those will work. Also, if you want to show that character to the screen, getch and getch or underscore getch, neither of them echoes the character to the screen. But if you use this getch that echoes the character to the screen, and you'll actually see it. And if you want to, you can even get that character into a variable with something like this, char var3, and this is redeclaring it, I suppose. But you would want to do that if it was in the same program. But I have char var3 is assigned the value getch, open close parentheses, and that will get that variable. The next keystroke will go into var3 as a character variable. So a little bit of input, some nice kind of things you can do. Again, this is console program. These guys are specific to the console programming, as is this _s1. All the other ones you should be able to do with any standard C++ implementation. So inputs, they're a great way. You need them to do any useful programming. Without inputs, you're not going to be too exciting of programs. But anyway, hopefully you gain a little bit more insight into getting input into your programs. Hope you come back for more C++ with Miyoshi.